Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bold Mind Edinburgh. And I welcome now not say that Bold Mind Edinburgh and a channel where they talk about mental health disorders. Bold Mind Edinburgh, they open people eye about mental health issues. Then they tell them the signs. They tell them the signs.
They tell them the
Bold Mind Edinburgh and a channel where they talk about mental health issues, where they tell them about the signs and symptoms where person feel pass through. Where the person go take no say if they get mental health problem and be waiting Bold Mind Edinburgh they talk about. So for the past time now, Bold Mind Edinburgh, they talk about domestic violence. They talk about domestic violence. They don't talk about domestic violence in men. They don't talk about domestic violence in women. Today, we talk about domestic violence in children. So we talk about domestic violence in men. So the last time we talk about domestic violence, many people don't know what in domestic violence be. So many people think say domestic violence now just when man and woman they exchange blow. So we can't talk to can't explain what in domestic violence be, so that people go understand well. So that when they get that problem, they go no say yes, true. So then they pass through domestic violence. Make I for remind people wey no dey here the last 2 weeks wey we talk, make I for remind dem wetin domestic violence be and wetin we discuss for the benefit or for the interest or for the better of people wey no dey when we talk about domestic violence. We talk am say so many men dey pass through domestic violence but they no know say they dey pass through domestic violence. And some of them wey even know say dem dey pass through domestic violence no dey fit talk out because dem dey shame say when they talk out e go be as if say dem be woman wrapper. Some go feel say your wife dey control you, so for that reason the shame no go gree men to talk out say dem dey pass through domestic violence. And so many of our men don die inside. And so many of our men no kuku know say no be only when man and woman dey fight na be domestic violence. When man and woman dey fight na one part of domestic violence. I don see plenty times wey man and woman fight, the man come sotey come die, wey be say na part of man wey dey pass through domestic violence. I don even see where woman of recent I see for social media where woman pour im husband hot water for body. I don even see the one now where woman stab im husband to death, the man die. All na part of domestic violence. Na that one na im dey popular wey everybody sabi say na be domestic violence. Other ones dem no sabi am say na domestic violence. We come talk about women also wey dey pass through domestic violence. We talk about women too wey don die for inside house because dem dey pass through domestic violence. We talk plenty things. So now that domestic violence wetin e come really be? Apart from say na blow, you blow me I blow you, wetin come be really domestic violence? That day we talk about say controlling na part of domestic violence. When person human being controlling. So many things people wan talk about how man or woman dey control. Man or your wife go tell you the kind of friends wey you go keep and where you go fit go. That one too na part of domestic violence. We come talk about too, come talk how much where you go, even for Nigeria or for other part of our Africa, they go dey find way to say where this woman go. That's one part of domestic violence. We can talk about financial abuse. When we say husband and wife, they together, they get money together, but now one person they control them, either the husband or the wife. Everything where they go do about money, now one person go they control the money, go know when they go buy bread, they go know when they go buy milk, they go know when the woman want buy cloth or the man want buy cloth, vice versa. Other than a woman or man, any of the partner where they abuse, that one about the financial aspect of it. We can't talk about where we say slanderous. Slanderous now where we say you go talk lie, give another partner. You go make that person come look useless for him peers. No man want be island. Every man want to get friend. Every man or woman want make them respect him. Now your partner can't go talk lies about you, make you look like say you dey inferior. It make you look as if say you shit for church or you wear back cloth. Now part of domestic violence. If they give the woman or the man where they pass through this thing, they give them psychological problem for mind, problem for head, where they make at times person go get depressed. It go make at times person go want kill himself on a part of domestic violence. So people will come meet us last time, we talk about this thing. We talk plenty things about domestic violence. So people understand, say, no be only when man and woman they blow. So today we want to talk about children. Somebody they call, maybe she want contribute. Hello.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Good evening. Welcome to this LS. Where are you calling from, please?
Okay. I'm calling from Italy. I'm watching your program and they said let me contribute.
Oh, thank you very much for contributing.
Yeah. Yes, in as much as I don't like men like that to I don't like what they do our women. Oh, sorry for the noise.
No problem.
But for wife, don't carry hot water, pour for her husband body. It's so evil of her.
Honestly.
Me say, wait, no like man. I not still do that kind of thing to fellow human being like me. If I want to do that kind of thing, self, I go reason and say this body where I want to put this thing so. Now like my body. What of if this kind of thing touch my own body? I mean, go feel what I want to. We just carry what hot water, pour out for your husband body. So say people they try their husband. It get one when I say I don't know what to do. Woman take tear your husband belly, everything just come outside. The man just go once. No matter what that man go do you. If man too hurts me, I think when I do not to end that relationship, everybody will have their own.
Exactly.
Where they talk of human being like you could just get that heart to promote that person for the surface of the earth. Wait, it's not be you first send that on this life. Those kind of people, you supposed to get one kind of lions there when they go they set for those kind of people. If they all commit that kind of crime, they'll just throw them for them, make that lion use their tail to break fast. No matter what you they pass through for your marriage, I know say no marriage sweet. I know say men on their own just date their body. But if you know if you're a kukuma comot, they don't try you for it.
Exactly.
Just leave the marriage. Go your papa house, go get your rest of mind. That's say you see the reason their children.
Exactly.
Before you do something, think, say, okay, if I can't do this thing and this man can't die, police can't arrest me. Who will they take care of my children?
Exactly.
And they make them remember, nobody go fit take care of your children the way you will be their mama go do.
Exactly. Exactly.
And those children, they no go ever forgive you. Say you kill their papa.
Exactly.
You kill their papa, come up for the surface of the earth. Or maybe they're daily too. They can't grow to hear the story, which they must hear one day.
Exactly.
They go, yes, now your mama like your papa. How they want with that children feel. How they use eyes. That thing they look them.
It's a disgrace.
So our women more not anger overshadow na emotion appear they say they speak the Oyibo.
That's so. That's so.
When they don't let anger, they push them go far. If the man they fool himself, walk away. If the woman they fool himself, you will be mad, you walk away.
Exactly.
So that is my contribution. I'm still watching. If I have another thing to talk, I will call back.
Thank you very, very much for your contribution. You've don't hear them. Before person life go end, if you know say you need a workout, it don't result to violence. The best thing for you where you go do now to step aside. Now to step aside. It get one where I watch for video now. The man, the woman kill her husband. The law of Nigeria be say anybody will kill now dead by hanging. They hang the woman too. The children are come there for the hands of the parents. That one are part of domestic violence we will talk about. Today on we dey focus on children. Somebody is calling in. Let's see her contribution. Hello.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Good evening. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Italy.
Oh, thank you for calling coming on board.
Mama, you look so beautiful today. Oh, you are looking so sexy.
Oh, thank you.
Your outfit is so nice.
Thank you.
Nice topic. Last week I was with you. Today the topic is so interesting. Please keep it up.
Thank you very much.
And don't give up. We are with you.
Thank you.
God bless you. Domestic violence is really a thing affecting both our women and our men. Our young youth is not only for the married people, it's everybody. But we pray by the grace of God, we will be careful with ourselves and the Lord should lead us as well. Mama, thank you very much. We are with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye.
And you too. Bye. Thank you. So today we will talk about children because house never complete. When they talk about mama, papa, they don't talk about children. House never complete. Now mama, papa, and pikin that make up the family. So now, domestic violence in children. Remember, we mentioned say domestic violence. Some now physical. Blow me, I blow you, or push me, I push you, or flogging. That one are physical. We're going to talk about controlling what all of us don't know. So all those things we will talk about for men and women, still follow or they're applicable. It still follow for waiting children they pass through if then they pass through domestic violence. Children waiting for house, they be say they pass through domestic violence. If you flog them, now part of domestic violence. If you over control children, now part of domestic violence. Somebody they call. Let me pick the call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to my LS.
Thank you. Mama, you too fine this evening.
Oh, thank you.
I bet if I old, I want to be like you.
Thank you. I'm a grandma. Thank you. Your contribution is welcome.
I really like this your topic, and you know some of our women, what did they do to some men not still good? The truth not say men will not still talk. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because some men when they pass through all those things for house, domestic violence, then they pass through for us, but shame not go let them talk.
Exactly.
You understand? Shame not go let them talk. But because if they talk and they are friends, they laugh, they say, hey, so your wife they do you this kind of thing,
mm-hmm.
and you still date them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But some women don't want to use their face. You know? Like what did that first caller talk that I say, how can a woman go your poor to her for the man body? Even me, I see something like that for those Facebook page. Where a woman poor to her, he pour for your husband body, you know? And that is it just tire me. Okay, which quarter now you wanna go for a rich day? We be say you just put for your husband body. Okay, they say the man they cheat on the woman like custom. If you not be bear if you not be bear the cheating, leave the man. Not by force.
Honestly.
Marriage, you don't understand the way so everybody take this marriage up. Don't tell me they take them.
That's fine.
If marriage man take not fit, I not fit bear and make it, I'll come out because they don't make me with the man together. They don't make us together. If you still be say, not be my husband, maybe now if patients where they worry with women, now they fall for the wrong man. Abi? If you still be. But some women not they want to take her like that. They want just die for. I don't mean not just understand.
Honestly.
The next thing at all, if you get another one when I see, we just carry knife, he just stab your husband, or because of his there with another woman. That is like sometimes I was just the one that those women they okay. I've been assaulted, they enter them.
Honestly.
Eh?
So now be all this domestic violence what you talk about.
That is the thing sometimes I was just tired. I wouldn't they worry all those women.
It's unfortunate.
Some women can't do today now. What you about they act for this 2020 now? Say men be careful because the one way women, some women they now. In part two, not they. For what they go on now, when we say you say you open Facebook, what you go here now? Woman dog keep man.
Honestly.
What you go here again? Woman pot water. Now that one I say come for this 2020 now.
It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Thank you very much. We thank God for social media. If not for social media, so many things going to happen under the curtain. We no go know. So now we don't talk about man. Don't do that same controlling, that same flogging, beating, that same financial abuse. Then also all those things we mention, where men and women they pass through when they pass domestic violence are the same thing. Where children also they pass through if they are passing through domestic violence and more. Another caller they coming and more. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Welcome to my LS.
Oh, Mama, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, I just love your topic today, and I want just contribute for the topic.
Thank you.
So next when we say yes, yeah. So I say what they do women. If they would hungry women when we say yeah, they want to do their things. Yes, it not come from their mind. Understand? There's some women they will say they not feel bear something. So if you be a woman, you know say yes, your husband they cheat on you, you not like her, you be that hot type when we say yes, you not feel bear something. The best thing for you to not you carry your party, go your house, go sleep. Nobody to force you say you come marry. You understand? So I don't see any reason where come me say yes. Now wait till you come the other day your man and to kill your husband. You understand
Exactly.
me? So anybody when you know say yes, you get married, your husband they cheat on you, you know feel better for you to go keep us. You carry your party, carry your bag, pack your children, come on for the marriage. May you forget us of mind, may not go die before your time. You understand?
Exactly.
So now let them make yours for the issue because this guy I can't come and kill myself. You understand me? So
thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So we have all seen it. So now we're going to face children on. We want to talk about children domestic violence. We don't talk well about the men domestic and women domestic violence. Today, we will talk how children also they pass through domestic violence. You know, say all the things we will mention will be domestic violence when man and woman they pass through. You can't add them again. Plus, children they pass through all those ones. Can't add them more. Because children they pass through controlling, pass through financial, pass through sexual, pass through isolation, pass through physical. All the things when man and woman they pass through domestic violence. Children they pass the same thing also. They can't add them. That when they add them, now emotional trauma. Emotional trauma. Now, what will be the signs we go show us say a pikin they pass through domestic violence? One call they coming. Hello.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Welcome on board.
Yes, ma. My name is Joe. I'm calling from Malta.
Oh, welcome, Malta. How is Malta?
We're there, mama.
Well
if
done.
I go even fit to like come inside where you dey self, I go too happy. Just to like on there. Well done, ma. Nice topic, ma.
Thank you.
You know, for this man, not go back to my tongue. Domestic violence, abi.
Yes.
Domestic violence for the children, abi.
Mm-hmm.
My young first start for our mothers when it is and our fathers when it is. Domestic violence for children. You know, some parents they will be say they know they like to take care. That is, they know they like to monitor their children, know how their children they feel, how their children they behave. Instead of them to do that, maybe the pikin now he don't misbehave now. Then they go still beat her, join them again, say why you they misbehave like this. They not go take time, say make they take look this pikin, say the way with that pikin they react, the way with they do, you know good. So make they control that temper for her. Then they go calm her down. But instead of our parents or instead of our mother or our father to do so, now beat, like they go beat that pikin join that problem where say if they face that moment again. If they not use koboko, they'll go 5K, put pepper again, where they go take beat that pikin. Of which for this life, it good make our parents they know what our children they go through for body. Because those things, so this domestic violence, so them different type. So they will be say they go just carry the angry on their own without nobody offend them. So go just they will be say I don't even know how to put the second one. You will say the pikin no contain normal again, of which it dey normal. But that thing really they chop and they go. So exactly. My own advice to our parents is say we need to really calm down. Look our children well, know how that they behave, know what it costs to that issue, this thing where it they pass through, so that the pikin itself go get peace. We will be the parent, we go still get peace. Exactly. So now that will be my own contribution. I still they watch you, mommy.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Your contribution makes sense. Thank you. So now, make I talk about financial abuse for children. I dey pass through YouTube today, and they hear about child benefit where man they collect, the wife need they collect them, blah blah blah. They kind they build house for Nigeria and the rest. So that's make I just pinch small from that experience. That experience now part of child abuse, financial child abuse, financial domestic violence in children. Because in this part of the Europe where government don't bring that money out, where they can help the pikin, mama and papa no go they can help the pikin out. Then go they carry that money do another thing back home. Why that pikin, you go see that pikin go they go. Some children say go carry one particular hair where they plait for 1 year. Some no go even see cloth wear. Some you go enter the house where they live. It dey very cold because they no fit heat up the house. Now part of abuse, now domestic violence against children. That one are part of the financial abuse or financial or domestic violence, finance about children. Because children now never begin get money by themselves. If now back home where government need to give people money, another caller they come in. Let me hear her contribution. Hello?
You don't get my call again.
I'm sorry.
I said that before.
Sorry.
Not be like you talk for children. Some women just dey. That money will be say they're supposed to take care of their children. They go they carry and go Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Their children will carry one head for how many months? They don't go lose them. Clothes, they're not going to buy for their children. All now domestic violence.
Exactly.
Not be like, yeah. Because some women just put this place when I say yeah. They will just they carry the money, they carry and they go Africa. Their children, they not go take care of them, nothing. That make they see social will come collect those children from them.
Exactly.
So they don't take care of their children well. But they don't know why. So they feel say some will just they talk for social media, I just they look there sometimes. You know? I'll just they look them. When I know they know what to pick, they go to talk for school. Because if they ask the question, they don't enter primary school. You understand? So maybe the kid they go to talk for school, say you know to take care of them. Where? You know the best hospital. Eh? If they don't collect the children, they'll say the children, they'll say the social don't collect that picking, but they don't talk what they do. You understand? So don't be like, okay, God will bless you for this topic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, many people they really have to hear this this story with this topic because many of us they really get it wrong, really. And so just some way people say so that they beat their children too. Because I get one friend, any small thing they beat the kill like adult. Sometimes if I tell my pikin say no, don't preach there, they go say no, you don't want to go. You go even they fear the woman. You go say no. You go say no want to go. I'll say why? You go say no. You go say the woman so they beat pikin. I beg. You see, you go fear. You know the one go.
It's a shame.
You go say no, you don't want to go. Yeah. I can't tell them how they beat your pikin like this again. I don't say the pikin is not, but don't they beat her like that? They beat her, man. And they make this pikin they strong now. If even they beat her sometimes, they pick up the year up. You understand? So this topic is a very, very nice topic, eh? Very, very nice topic.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So as I talk, that not taking care of, go take care of pikin, go buy am food, better food, chop, go put eating for house for here where for the Europe where house they call because the money where even government don't even try to bring, you don't carry and do some other thing. Now part of financial domestic violence against children. Now, what be the signs who go they see for pikin body make we know say the pikin they pass through domestic violence? I'll get another call. Hello.
Finally. Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Welcome. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm coming from Italy, Bells.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, my dear.
Okay, ma. The one that I want to talk about is I don't know whether it's emotional violence I've been waiting for children.
Yes.
These parents that like to fight in front of their children. A woman or the man will be beating themselves in front of the children. And these things, it makes children to behave a bit strange. They'll be scared, they'll always be scared, even if they see the mother or they see you like now you are standing up, even if you're not fighting, but they're always on that, they want to fight again. I think it's not good.
Exactly.
Parents, they should not fight in front of their children. They should not be shouting themselves in front of the children. This is creating some kind of strange behavior to the children. Even the teachers in school, they normally notice this thing and they'll be asking, what is happening to this boy? Why is he or she, the girl or boy, behaving like this? It's because of what the parents at home are doing. And sometimes these things that we do at home as parents, these children, they go to school to display those same things.
Exactly.
And then it's not good when it backfires now. When they send all these assistant social to check you out, you don't know the reason why. You are the cause. You say you don't beat your child, but you are acting violent in front of your child. That is something else. And these children, when they grow up, this boy will be a wife beater, or the girl will be a man beater. Like the men that are beating their wives now, I believe it is a result of what they saw when they were growing up, that the father was beating their mother, so it's the right thing to do. Why can't I do it? It's not something they just caught on the air. It's something they learned when they were young and they thought it was right. That's what normally happens. Even the women, those that are doing those kind of things. So this is another abuse we just have to look at. Don't say, no, I don't beat my children. Meanwhile, you are beating your wife or you are beating your husband. Then another thing I want to touch on about stop with that. About this one of I think one it could say just leave the marriage if you don't want again leave. I'm not saying you should not leave, but there are some men, when you say you don't want her again, they will not allow you to leave. They will hunt you down to a point of they will be wanting to kill you. So some situation is not so easy to walk away like that, but it's always better to try and get out. I'm not saying stay in there. It's always good to leave the space to see the next step so that you don't die. But I know and I've heard of people that say, I've tried to leave this man a number of times, though he hunts me down, or he even threatens to kill me. So in those kind of situations, what does the person do? I just want to know.
Okay.
Thank you for now. I'll be waiting for my lady.
Thank you. But before I answer that question, I know Amok would divert much. And they talk about domestic violence in children. So now, they're gonna hear what they call a talk about the children. In children now, we get boy, we get girl. When boys and girls live for house and they see their parents, they get this problem of domestic violence. When they see papa and mama, they fight. When they see papa and mama, the other person, they control the other person. Or the other person, they abuse the other person, either by isolating the person or over controlling. If they get effect on the children body. Now, which effect will they get on boy pikin body? Boy pikin on they even good for me because I dey fit handle that one, because you go fit notice am for boy pikin body quick. The boy go dey vex. He go dey vex quick. It's one thing go make am vex like this. You know, at times the pikin go dey shout. Small thing, you know, when no reach to shout, that pikin go dey shout. At times the pikin go dey anxious. He go dey fear. And that call they coming. Hello.
Hello, ma.
Yes, dear.
I just remember something when I hear one. Is it because of that pikin, that my friend, you know, we say they always say beat pikin. That pikin that I don't strong now. If you read for school, since we there that primary school, so a complaint. That's why they beat everybody for school. Now so every time now that they call the mama for year, if they want children reach 3 times, you get red card that they give them for Germany. They'll give your pikin, if they give a pikin red card reach 3 times, that means they'll suspend them for school. Now if pikin don't carry 2 red cards now, she dey fear now. If they give her the 3rd one, they'll stop her. Because of because that time when the pikin they grow, they come. If maybe the carry pikin go outside now, so that they fight. Maybe some children want beat the pikin. You go they tell her beat them, still go enter the small pikin. So if anybody just maybe they just do the small pikin anything, the one way you go beat them, then go even too much pass. So now she they regret her now. Pikin now problem. She don't go use the hand now. Go call those people where we say that they call the you guys people where they collect children for and I don't go use the hand. Go call them. They call help and take care of the boy. Because they say if you call them by yourself, then you go better pass it by yourself. Go collect the pikin for your hand. No. Then they help them now. They train the pikin now. Very soon now, I pray because you get rid of they'll come collect her from her. They'll tell her say they'll bring her back. You see her now? So no good baby say we go the so beat for the teacher pikin bad thing. You know? He get one woman and you not still good make parents they fight for their children present. You not still good at all. Because he get one woman that time with your husband. So fight. If they fight, for the small pikin present, so that if the pikin say papa, you go to fear, you go to shake, you know. So you know, good. Me our parents, maybe they fight for where their children they, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm still watching. Okay.
Thank you very much. So as they talk, the children where they born for house where they get domestic violence, it they get effect on them. So as I talked before, for boys speaking body, they did different. How boys they feel about domestic violence and how girls they feel about domestic violence different. Boys own for me they a bit better because you go feel notice am quick. In boys body, dem go dey aggressive. As dem dey that aggressive, some of them go dey physical. Some of them go dey shout, you know, and some of them, if they make them belle go dey pain them. You go just dey notice say pikin dey get belle pain. You know wetin dey worry this pikin belle? And that call dey coming. Hello?
Hello.
Hello there.
Oh, so I don't call again. Wetin that caller talk just now, na truth. E get one boy now, no be my blood brother, but I dey call am my brother. Now my senior brother are friends. So in with my senior brother, they be of the same age. So I dey call their two brother. They see they call me younger sister. Who no know us where go feel na that boy. So when I dey call brother, so na my mommy born her. They will think na my mom born her. The boy no they go in house. He say he no go ever forgive your mother. Now our house they stay now for good 5 years now.
See?
The boy never go house one day in that 5 years. Wetin happen be this? He say his mama they always abuse his father. He say mama they always abuse the papa, even where them when be the children. His mama they abuse them. He say one day now, as his mama they abuse the papa now, his mama want just carry mirror, they hit the papa. He just they come for back, one come separate them. His mama no know say they come now, so he just use that mirror tear this boy head. If you see this boy head, that mark still there till today, till tomorrow. The boy saying he dey coma for how many months before he can revive. He say as he revive, now he take pack come our house because he dey come our house that time. Now my brother friend, we see they talk. Now he just say pack come our house. For 5 years now, he still there our house. If that boy just stand for mirror now, see that mark where mama give him, he go just dey cry. He go see the bad figure. They not go ever forgive him, mama.
It's very sad story.
So you know good. Make they see the mind wetin they do for front of their children because you don't know wetin you want they hit your partner. Your pikin fit dey come. Your pikin fit dey come. That boy own the thing they ring for my head sometimes. Sometimes the boy go just dey sad. He go say, "Oh, now you mama way born and I do this thing for head so." So my parents just dey mindful. If you not fit stay the marriage, better come out.
Exactly.
Better come out. Thank you for this topic also. Many people use this one. If they not use that, they will go find what they worry them.
Thank you very much.
Who not learn with this topic? Okay.
Thank you. So as we talk, as this scholar just talk now, the children when they pass through this domestic violence, now we'll talk about the boys on how they carry feel. The boys on now, as now boys, then they become violent. Some of them go they vex for no reason. Some of them go they shout for no reason. Some of them you go begin make them belle go they pain them. You go they wash pikin, belle go they pikin go they say in they get stomach upset. For no be say you know eat anything where they upset in belly. Now the annoyance they make that part of the stomach they pain the child. At times then they find them difficult to sleep. Then go if they want sleep, they not go get enough sleep. Then they find it difficult to sleep. At times, a pikin where they 14 years go they behave like pikin where they 6-7 years. Now the problem with this domestic violence they cause for children body, you go even make pikin where go carry go school, make it drop them for school. You go they cling on you. Maybe pikin where be say wait still small, where one enter nursery, you go they cling on you. Then make professionals when they see pikin like that, then they put eye. Now this kind of things where person go see, you go they ring bell say something is wrong because nobody live for your house. Now they ever wonder why socials they ever point hand to this family say something is wrong. Now the behavior. Me, I prefer to deal with the behavior of boys because you go understand them quick. The boys on they bring her out quickly where you go see. You know, but the girls own, then they hide them. And at times, you go see, say, these boys now, where we say, they go want to solve this problem by themselves. And either them become aggressive, where we say, either the mama or the papa, whichever one where they cause this domestic violence, then go want to solve it by being violent. Maybe they will beat the person up. Or at times, if they don't want to beat the person up, you go see these small children, then go into alcohol. Some of them go into drugs. Why they say they want to carry and commode their mind from all those things where they happen. You get example where I go give, but time no day for me to give that example about family where papa they always abuse the mother, both physical, both financial, both controlling, isolating, and otherwise. This boy now, to ease himself from this domestic violence, he begin beating father. He begins selling papa belongings. Now how men and how boys begin, they carry show, say then they pass to domestic violence. Now, how our girl pikin they carry show? Our girl pikin own, and they be my own wahala. Because our girl pikin they talk out. Then they keep on for inside them. And it go make them come dey depressed. It go make them dey anxious. Person just pass you like it go make them dey jumpy. Yes, person pass you like this. You don't jump your body. It go make them dey fear. It go make them lose self-confidence. You know, and they no go still talk out, unlike boy pikin. Boy pikin they talk out, but the girl pikin go they hide them, they nurse them inside. You can't affect them more. And girl pikin, you go hardly know. Now make it affect girl pikin past boy pikin. Girl pikin now, you go make her, you know, go they like to eat. You can't develop what Oyibo they call eating disorder. Another person they call. Hello? Hello, welcome, my sister.
I just remember something that's make I come back. So sometimes our children, we not they know what they make that they misbehave. Maybe say the pikin will just stop or Sunday the pikin will just they sad. You know they know. You know so you both they take time. We both they take time. They read the look. What they happen to their children. You say we Africans, we not they get that patience. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
We know they get that time till they look our pikin, what they make them they sad. What they make they do take what they make them they do what they do. You know say we know they get take that we know they get that kind patient till they even want know because he get why they talk because that my friend when he call those people when they call the help am for a pikin, get what they tell him. They go say this whether she know what they make the pikin they nervous. He say no. So they go to say because why did they ask? He get two family where they help like this too. He say the pikin they always the way this my friend pikin say they do. And so that one pikin that they do. He say so they can't try to find that what they make the pikin they always they make and they quick they get this hot temper. They misbehave. So they can't find that say these two people, they don't even know, say, they be brothers and sisters. You hear me?
I'm listening, yeah.
Yeah. So they don't, he said, they can't find that, go reach their place. This people, they be, all those Arab people. They can't find that, say, now, two of them, now brothers and sisters, they don't know, they come married, they come. He says, so, then they come find out that they cause and where that pikin they do the way they do. So they come to talk and say it's sometimes if you see me say this pikin they miss the papa, but you don't know how I wanted to tell you because the papa and the mama they don't get together again. This is my friend because that pikin and people will be say love the papa well. So you might not say no now. Maybe they miss the papa, you don't know. So they come back and understand say a different way. They make sure they misbehave, but we not know. But what do we all believe on our beating? You understand?
Exactly.
We don't go one really like we will find that what they make our begin. They do the way they do. We don't go one even bother. We don't say children say they get their own, but they will be saying they go take start, but they don't fit tell you, they don't fit explain now. You understand?
Exactly.
But we just they do. We not go even they get time for themselves. We not go even know what they make our children they do the way they do. What we just believe on a beating.
Exactly.
You understand? So thank you for this topic. I just remember now, say make I see talk. Maybe one or two people will see something.
Exactly.
Maybe said that they only beat their children. You know, they don't want to settle down. Maybe they find out. Since when that woman they talk that they come they listen and say, hey, this is you. Say our children they need their papa now. Maybe say they know maybe the woman going to go bump for a marriage. Be say your pikin they miss papa. You not go even still know. If she not go fit talk the way you would say understand, you know. So now make I go back.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I make sense for this topic too.
Thank you.
You understand?
Thank you.
So I'm still pushing.
Thank you. So as I've been they talk, how our girls begin they carry get the impact, how they carry film. Our girl begin they talk out. But our boys begin they talk out. Our boys begin to talk out by their behavior. Then go begin they aggressive. Then go begin they fight. Then go begin take drugs. Then go begin take alcohol to carry command that thing from their mind. Now be waiting our boys begin they carry show say then they come out from domestic violence family. At times they go begin fight the other party where they cause the other problem for house, which you're not supposed to. And they learn very fast from their papa. If na man where they be the abuser, where they beat the boy go end up becoming a man. They say if he grow up, marry wife, he go to beat his wife. So boys speaking, they very easy for you to detect, for you to know, make you forgive them help. But girl picking no they like that. Girl picking now be say she go to hide them, she go to suppress them, she go feel say she go feel handle them, why she no go feel handle them. You go see she go begin to lose sleep. She go begin they leave food. Now be that time where person they say Oyibo they call and say eating disorder. This pikin go can't get that problem. At times this pikin go begin stab themselves with razor. Some go use knife on themselves. Some go even commit suicide. So it is hard for us to detect the domestic violence in girls more than to see them for boys' body, because boys they talk them quick. And some of them will not commit suicide die. Some of them go just feel say maybe now so man and woman they carry marry. And then some of them go end up marrying a woman where a man where they abuse them because they feel saying a normal thing, man supposed to beat his wife. So then be some of the effect where boy pikin they pass through, where girl pikin they pass through. Now, in general, in total, both boy pikin, both girl pikin, both small age and old age, wetin be the effect of domestic violence for their body? Oyibo they call the sickness or the problem when they develop any pikin when they pass through domestic violence. Oyibo they call them traumatic stress disorder. That one a part of serious mental health issue where domestic violence don't cause give your pikin. Traumatic stress disorder. This traumatic stress disorder go they give this pikin nightmares. It go make him they drink bad dream. It go make this pikin they jumpy. But if be jumpy be say person one person it don't fear. Person one person it don't fear, his mind don't fly. It go they give this pikin constant headache. It go they give this pikin body pain all the time. So children when they pass through domestic violence all the time, they do well for school. If you check 90% of children when they pass through domestic violence, then they do well for school. Their academics not zero. Because one, that problem when they pass through from house, they make them need to concentrate for school. It make it difficult for them to learn. You see? So now, when you know, say this thing, they affect your children, why you going to do them? When you know, say this problem, they affect the children, when you feel, say you love, why you going to do them? And not only that, it gets long-term effect on children. Children wey don dey for inside domestic violence like this, then they become violent themselves. Just like the other callers call. Say when they go school, they go dey fight. One caller talk say the pikin go school, they don't give am first card, give am second card, give am okay, in there on second card now. If you third card now, they'll come out from school. Now the effect of people where they come out from domestic violent home. And these people, when they come out from this domestic violent home, both boy and a girl, all of them, they fit keep relationship. Then they fit keep relationship. Because the boys go learn from their papa, the girls go learn from their mama. You see, and it go end up say our society they go like that, go better. The boys go end up say marrying wife, go become wife beater. The girls go end up say they marry husband, they go fix a normal thing, a normal day-to-day life. My friend, when I was growing up in high institution, he tell me he with the husband they always fight. Every time she'll get a blind eye. When he asks her, she go say it's normal thing. Say if your husband no beat you, watching again, I'm the spice of love. Because her parents they fight all the time, so she feels a normal thing. So now part of domestic violence. Make you not make mistake for some of the children who pass from domestic violence, they be better. But if the 100%, about 90% that they violent, but they don't tend to go want to try themselves, say this thing not going to repeat itself. They go want to become good papa and good mama when they grow up. So now, what be the signs where we go see for our children body or pikin, another person pikin body, moku for no say this pikin they come out from domestic violence and the pikin need help. If they notice say pikin, they change in behavior for no reason. Look very well, that pikin they pass through domestic violence at home. Either physical, financial, controlling, isolating, or any of the domestic violence. If the pikin they withdrawn, if they like to do on his own, if you make friends, make you look very, very well. Now sign where they knock, say there is problem for that child, say the child needs help. If the pikin they anxious, if they fear, small thing they don't fear, look very well. That child they pass through domestic violence at home. If pikin they aggressive, he become bully. Anything what look very well. Now science say that pikin they pass through domestic violence. If that pikin lacks social skills, he need if he make friends or he make small friend, look very well. That pikin they pass through domestic violence. If pikin no get bond, get tight relationship with him papa or your mama or outside world, no say that pikin, there is something wrong. And if pikin now can't grow, small pikin, they reason like small pikin, they reason like adult. It don't call no adult things more than how him supposed know as a child. That pikin they pass through domestic violence at home. Look very well. Pikin they pass through domestic violence. If pikin they run away from house, you look every time that pikin don't run away. Where you find them day, that pikin they pass through what? Domestic violence. If the pikin they always wear long clothes, in neck cover, in hand cover, what make people see in body? My sister, look very, very well. That pikin is passing through domestic violence. So now, I don't like that this channel, this Bold Mind Edinburgh, they open people's eyes about mental health issues, about the signs where you go see, the symptoms where you go see, where you go begin want to help your neighbor, help African man, help your sister or your brother. Now make they talk all the signs where you go feel for small pikin body, make you know say that small pikin need help. Now we go help our brother. Person where they sick, no go fit help himself. Now that person go fit help him. Person where there for hole, now that person they bring her out. So now make both minds Edinburgh, they open people eye, make you for know the signs where you go to expect to see for picking body, make you know so that picking need help. Africans, they say picking they only one person own if you there for belly. And now, how can we help the children who will notice them? We will not notice them, we will not shame to talk about domestic violence. Because to talk about them or keep them secret, go make this picking feel say na bad thing. And for that reason, picking no go fit get help, no go fit talk out. So make we at the adult, make we talk about them. Make we call the picking. Make we tell the person picking say we know within him or her they pass through. Make we even tell them the signs where we see for him body. Make we tell them say this picking need help. Because if we not help that picking that time, it go spoil the picking mind psychologically, it go spoil him brain. So make we be our brother's keeper, make we fight hard to see say we go bring the child out of this thing. In Europe here, how the picking go fit get help is through professionals, social workers, them, teachers. If they see them, they go begin call. And when they call, these pickings them, they need help because when they sit their papa and the mama down, counsel them, tell them what thing they go do, and tell the child how the child go take come out from that problem. You go see them say that problem where Oyibo they call a traumatic stress disorder. You go begin reduce. Now when we not put eye into that thing, that traumatic stress disorder will come develop where they say the pikin go need medicine for him or her to become better person. But if we see them on time, not shy away from that topic, we'll talk them, make this pikin for know, we'll discuss them. That pikin go get help. In parents go get help. And you go see him say that pikin himself go recover from that problem where they pass through. So my brothers, my sisters, domestic violence, it is real. Domestic violence, it is kill. Domestic violence, it is destroy. So today, for us to become a better parent, let us make we try our possible best to say no to domestic violence of any kind. Remember the popular nation. So we could gather all of them together, say today we go say no to domestic violence, because when our family is strong, the nation go dey strong. They say charity begin from your house. So now if you build a strong family, our children come out from a good home, their mind no dey corrupt, their mind no spoil, we no give them disease when they call traumatic stress disorder. Our children go become better people. They go school, they go learn. They no go dey violence. This knife when they kill people for road, every time when they hear for Europe, say they stabbing knife, you no go dey. So we could try today, tell ourselves, say, anything will go make my pikin better, I go do them. So when you don't know, say today, don't know, say this violence where they happen for how they affect the children more. If they affect them psychologically, emotionally, and also the ongoing sickness when they call traumatic stress disorder, if they affect the pikin. So if you don't want to make your pikin they sick, all those nyama sickness, take your hand, advise yourself to stop domestic violence. Until we meet next week, because some people ask me questions about children, I would like to say bye-bye. I beg, if you never subscribe to our channel, make you do well subscribe and make you share our channel out, because this channel, they teach families what mental health disorders be for all of our body and how we go take stop them and how we go take become better people. Until next week, remain blessed. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye.